Blue Stahli, real name Brett Autry, is by far my favorite musician of all time. My 2022 Spotify Wrapped told me that I was in the top 0.1% of Blue Stahli listeners on Spotify. That's pretty much the most you can listen to an artist without being an obsessed stalker. And you want to know the scary part? That's not even the most I've listened to them. I don't listen to them half as much as I did when I first discovered them on YouTube almost a decade ago. I believe that Blue Stahli is possibly the most underrated rock artist in the world. But why do I listen to Blue Stahli this much? First, some background. Blue Stahli is a multi-genre musician, producer, and songwriter, whose real name is Brett Autry. He was born on February 13, 1981 in Texas, USA, and began making music in his teens, apparently by ear on an old piano. Blue Stahli's style blends electronic, rock, and industrial elements to create high-energy, dynamic tracks. He is known for his collaborations with other artists, as well as his work on film and television soundtracks. Blue Stahli's music is characterized by its high-energy, hard-hitting sound that fuses electronic, rock, and industrial elements. Probably my favorite part of Brett's music is the wildly different themes and atmospheres of his music. And yes, I know that sounds incredibly pretentious. Incorporating heavy guitars, aggressive dance synths, and addictive driving beats, Brett creates an incredibly varied soundscape, cinematic and visceral in equal measure. At times, his music can also have a more atmospheric, moody quality that showcases his ability to create diverse sonic landscapes. Blue Stahli's music is an intense and engaging listening experience that has earned him a dedicated following in the electronic rock genre. But then why is he so underrated? A lot of this can be put down to Brett's status as an indie musician. Traditional music labels and music industry companies in general are more and more being branded as extremely self-centered and anti-artist. The result is that more musicians are rightfully distrusting, and much prefer the freedom that comes with signing with smaller labels, or not being signed at all. Big music labels exist for a reason, however. Unless you're leaning into the virality of YouTube and TikTok, promotion is difficult. Funding for music videos is hard to come by, and being on the radio is no small feat. The result is that despite having a more refined, complex, and oftentimes brutal sound than the vast majority of artists in the genre, Brett doesn't quite have the same level of recognition. Some of my favorite songs by Blue Stahli include Metamorphosis, The Mountain, Upgrade, Lake of Flame, Prognosis, and the acoustic version of Scrape.